Hello, my name is Troy Otradovic, and my capstone project for Full Sail University is an article on domestic abuse shelters and how they struggle to find appropriate funding to meet their budgetary requirements from year to year. Many shelters are nonprofit, but they do have expenses, and they rely on government funding, fundraising, and donations from private donors. And when they don't get this money, they can struggle financially to keep their doors open. If they can't keep their doors open, the victims are affected because there's nothing locally and they may not travel a distance to get the help that they need. The biggest trend in abuse right now is that many of the victims already come from a poor economic situation with nowhere to go, so the shelters are very necessary for them to get the safe shelter that they need. This is an ideal time to tell the story because of the Ray Rice incident that happened in the NFL, which prompted NoMore.org to start a national campaign to raise public awareness against domestic violence. 1 in 4 women and 1 in 7 men will be affected by some form of domestic violence. More than 3 million children will witness domestic violence, and it costs over $37 million a year. There's 2 points to this story: the physical expenses and the additional costs such as therapists and lawyers. The second point is to show that with increased awareness, struggling shelters will be more in need of funding. I plan on interviewing Dan Carney. He's the director of the Union Mission. He's been engaged in fundraising and grant writing for over 8 years. I then plan on interviewing Miss Emmerling, the executive director of the Blackburn Center, to show how increased awareness could affect the population at the Blackburn Center. This is not a mainstream story as of yet. The most recent article I found was from October 2nd, 2014. My target audience would be those that are in upper to middle class because those are the ones that have some discretionary income to help fund some of the shelters in their area. And I really want to target on Allegheny County and Westmoreland County. I really believe that this article can help raise awareness, and it can also help people understand that these shelters are in desperate need of funding